Welcome in, Gemini. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Just want to give a big shout out. Happy birthday to you guys, early birthday, or if you haven't had your birthday yet. Uh, anyway, hope it's great whenever you're celebrating. That being said, here, Gemini, this is going to be your general love reading, your weekly for June 6th to June 13th. Just keep in mind, we actually have a new moon on June 6th. So June 6th is a good time for planting seeds for the future here. It's a strawberry moon. That's the name of this moon. So, for things that you're wanting in the future. So, if you're starting new beginning or like whether or not you want to make some changes in your life, career-wise, money-wise, things like that. So it's a good time for manifesting, for putting it out there into the universe, what exactly it is that you're wanting moving forward. So I do feel, so again, this is going to be for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you have any Gemini placements, there might be a message here for you. And as always, cross watchers, feel free to swap energies if it feels like I'm talking about you versus your person. And as always, general read. So hopefully you find a message here today. If nothing resonates, feel free to check out some of my older Gemini readings and or another reader. Lots of great readers out there. So I feel right now, Gemini, I definitely feel like you've had a lot on your mind. I feel like there's been a lot of chaos kind of going on around you. I feel like right now it's been difficult for you to be in the present moment. Spirit's really encouraging you to, just be present, not, dwell in the past here, not look too far ahead in the future. And I feel like it's been a bit of a struggle, I feel, for you, Gemini, to do that. I feel like if you've been spending a lot of time thinking about the past, I feel like, that's kind of where you get kind of catch yourself. So try and pay attention to that. When I clarified this card, you got obscurity, which means it says on here secrets, mysteries, concealing. So I definitely feel like you feel that there has been secrets or things kept from you in the past. And I feel like that's, possibly why you're up in your head here a bit and finding it difficult to stay present. um, so Spirit's encouraging you to do that. I feel like the person that you're dealing with in love, I feel like you feel like this person, is, hollow, empty, bored with the situation. You might be bored with this situation. So take it how it resonates here with this shallow card. So I feel like for a lot of you, I'm really kind of getting the energy of a situation really kind of coming to a close here. Just looking at your cards. I feel like for a lot of you, Gemini, I feel like this situation is over. I feel like the person that caused you this pain here. I feel like this person knows that they've made mistakes. I feel like this person has tried to be honest with you about those with that truth be told card. So I feel like for a lot of you, I feel like you've already gone through this situation or went through this recently. Um, and I feel like, this person that you're dealing with in love here, they definitely made some past mistakes here. So we have the mistakes card coming out on Truth Be Told. So misunderstood, victim, lost soul. So I don't know if this is you kind of dwelling in this sort of victim or somebody that you're dealing with in love is making you feel like you wronged them, or like, I'm kind of picking up on a bit of energy of a little bit of gaslighting here. So I don't know if this is you or this is your person doing this to you. But we have the silence card here. So it says frozen, no word, stonewall. So I don't know. I just feel like whatever conversation has happened in the past or the situation coming to an end, I feel like it doesn't really matter what this person says to you. I feel like you've already kind of made up your mind here, Gemini. So, we have the loyalty card coming out. So, trusting, reliability, believing. And I feel like whatever mistakes this person made in the past, I feel like you're having none of it. I feel like, you know, I don't feel like this person can turn things, I don't feel like this situation can be turned around, is really what I'm saying and what I'm seeing in your cards here. So, we have the expect powerful change. So, I feel like I don't know if you're driving this change. But I feel like you are in the driver's seat here in this situation with this person, Gemini. We have the pain card coming out. So I feel like, This person has caused you a lot of pain. I feel like, whatever mistakes that they made, um, I feel like you're just not even, open to having a conversation really with that silence card. And with this loyalty card, I just feel like you've already made up your mind in this situation. So I feel like, you are disappointed though, with the soulmates card. So I feel like, this person that you were with or are in the process of, ending things with, I feel like the soulmates card, you kind of thought you'd be with this person for the rest of your life. And I feel like that realization and the pain from that, is obviously disheartening, right? And I feel like you don't necessarily trust this person either. So having these realizations, or like dwelling in the past, like I mentioned earlier at the beginning of your reading, I feel like, has brought up a lot of, painful memories, about how things have broken down, I feel, in this relationship. So I feel like that's kind of the energy that you're going through right now here, Gemini. So this looks definitely difficult for sure. And I feel like you've pretty much already made up your mind, though. So I don't feel like there's really any going back. Um, we did get believe in the impossible blue moon, but I don't know, Gemini. Only you can answer that question. So memories, reminiscing, dwelling, bittersweet. So I'm really picking up on, bittersweet. Like I feel like, this situation is too far gone for it to really turn around. Is broken. I feel like this person shattered, heartbroken, destroyed. So I don't know if this is yours. It's coming on, we got the divine feminine card as well. So this might be how you feel, Gemini, that, yeah, we had some good memories. Yeah, you know. um but this realization that you're unable to move past this pain or like really forgive this person is really what I'm getting. So I feel like for you, uh yeah, there's just like the situation is too far gone for it to turn itself around. And I feel like you've already made up your mind. So you might be dealing with a water sign because water came out. It doesn't have to be, but can really just talk about emotions. Going through the motions, I want to say, with this card number 18. And when I clarified the water card, we got second chances. So I feel like, maybe your person has asked you, they want to reconcile, make amends, have a new opportunity to show you that they're loyal and that they, really are sorry for the mistakes that they've made or their part in, destroying this relationship in some way, shape, or form. But I feel like it's just a fantasy. So I feel like, you know, there is things about this relationship I feel like you have realized for a long time that there's just no going back. Like you can't, possibly rebuild or trust this person anymore, I feel, Gemini. And, I feel like you are exhausted or your person is. And again, I feel like, a lot of emotions for sure with that water card coming out, but we'll see what comes out in your tarot here. Bottom of the sacred symbol was the courage card. So I feel like it has taken a lot of courage here for you to, figure out what it is that you want. And I feel like you're not really picking up on the energy of a little bit of stubbornness. I feel a little bit, Gemini, just calling out a little bit on your part that there's no talking you out of this, I feel. Um, and like I mentioned, no going back. So, all right. The bottom of Moonology, before I forget, it says emotions are running high. So again, I feel like this situation has been very stressful for you. And again, hard for you to be present and, probably focus on some positive things in your life. I feel like it's been definitely difficult. So let's see what we get in your tarot here. On your pre-shuffle, we have the Two of Swords on the bottom, which really, to me, is a crossroads. Yeah, we have the Ten of Pentacles next. So this is definitely, making a choice. I feel for you, Gemini, to move towards your happiness. Like, and again, I feel like you have not been happy for quite a while in this situation. So I just saw the Eight of Swords as I was shuffling here, and then the Nine of Pentacles. That's you being on your own. So let's see what we get in tarot, though, before I say much more. All right. So wise here and now with obscurity and shallow for my Geminis here. Why is this here? Yeah, Three of Swords. So a lot of pain. A lot of conflict. A lot of uncertainty, though, about the future. So might be dealing with a Pisces, possibly. Doesn't have to be, but that's the energy. So yeah, a lot of conflict. I feel like you're really tired of dealing with it, Gemini. I feel like there's a little bit of anxiety about the future, though. Like, what does the future hold here with the Moon card? Can also talk about secrets. So, if this person was keeping secrets from you, doing things behind your back that you weren't aware of, I feel like that's possibly where your heartache came from. So, all right. So let's move on here to Truth Be Told, Mistakes, Silence, and Loyalty, and see what we get. Why is this here for Gemini on this Truth Be Told? Yeah, so we have Six of Cups coming out. Queen of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you've made it very clear to this person that, again, there's no going back. I feel like this person has, reached out and tried to give an olive branch to you to tell you that they want a new beginning, possibly, that they want to continue working on it. And I feel like you just haven't, you're just not open to it at all, I feel. Again, strong tie, I feel, so I feel like this is definitely a long-term relationship or marriage for most of you. And I feel like you've made it very clear, like, I'm having none of it. There's no way. There's no going back. So I feel like that's the truth of the situation. I feel like, for some of you, you may have said this out loud to your person here. So let's see what we get on Expect Powerful Change. Tell me about this powerful change, pain, soulmates, and realizations here for Gemini. So, Five of Swords. Tell me more. Three of Wands. Three of Cups. All right, so I do feel, that you're really trying your best here I feel, to try and avoid conflict on some level, or your person is. Trying to envision what the future looks like here with this Three of Wands. So on this Three of Cups, I feel like you just kind of want to really get back to, enjoying life, feeling free, I feel. And yeah, just not really wanting to partake in this situation anymore. So I feel like for a lot of you, this change is going to bring you a lot of happiness, I feel. And, you deserve to be happy here, Gemini. So whatever your person, as much as you are disappointed, I feel in the past, I just feel like there's just, you've already made up your mind here about this situation. And I just feel like the realization that you deserve, to be happy is really what I'm getting. So I feel like that's kind of what's driving this change, and you standing strong and, being courageous here with the Courage card on the bottom about, no, this is the direction I'm going. I don't want to be in this situation anymore. So let's see what we get on memories, divine feminine, and the broken card here. Tell me about this. Yeah, so we have 4 of Wands coming out. King of Pentacles. Oh, that card went flying. There's the Strength card, like the Courage card here. Anything else? Yeah, there's that 2 of Swords that... Yeah, so I feel like, for a lot of you, you feel like this person has been, even as much as they've provided you with stability, and the things that you need in your everyday, I feel like on some level, I feel like you feel like this person is selfish, is really what I want to say to some degree. And I feel like it's taken a lot of courage, I feel, for you to stand your ground and not give in. And again, not all of you, necessarily have to be married, but again, a long-term relationship here. And yeah. So I feel like you've chosen this road, like I already mentioned here, not to sound repetitive, that you already have your mind made up here. So if your person has asked for a second chance, I feel like you were like, I'm not having any of it. It's clear. I don't want to go back. I want to move forward. So, yeah. All right. Let's see what we get on the last row here. Second chance, water, fantasy, longing, and exhaustion. Tell me about this row for Gemini. Six of Wands. The Star card. High Priestess. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like now we have the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom. The Sun. And the Lovers. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. So I feel like, this change is going to make you, a lot happier here, Gemini. It's a choice, I feel, you want things to change. And again, I feel like in order to find that happiness, I feel like you're wanting to do it on your own. We do have a bit of winning at all costs. So I feel like either you or your person, you know, um, somebody might be making it difficult, I feel, with that card in this situation. And with the Star card, High Priestess, and Six of Pentacles, somebody is kind of withholding, right? So I do feel like that's you, Gemini. Like I'm not, I just want to heal and move on here. I'm not saying anything. I'm trying not to, I'm trying to avoid conflict here. But I'm not giving to this situation anymore. So I do feel like, it's been a long haul here with that Six of Pentacles and High Priestess. So I just feel like you're exhausted here, Gemini, and I feel like, there's a little bit of winning at all costs. So I feel like, you are, there's like kind of an undertone of you kind of getting some satisfaction in seeing this person kind of go, I don't want to say grovel. And again, I'm not meaning that you're being facetious, Gemini, but I feel like this person, whatever they did wrong here, however they broke your heart, whatever happened, I feel like there's just a smidge of, like, yeah, they want me back. I'm not going. So there's like a little bit of, what's the word I'm looking for? Sorry, guys. Just a little bit of, I can't even think. Um, like you're just in that energy where, like, yeah, they don't deserve me, and they're not getting me back, and they can grovel all they want. There's like a little smidge of, like being a little bit like, I'm not going to give them the time of day anymore. So they can, you know, they can ask all they want. I'm just going to keep rejecting them because, they hurt me and there's just no way I can go back. So, um, but there's like a little bit of payoff on that, right? Like that this person still wants you, right? So that's kind of what I'm getting at. Hopefully that made sense. Sorry, I'm like really tired. I've done like this is my 8th reading today, so I'm a little bit exhausted. So I apologize for um the delay in my, communicative response for you guys. So anywho, moving on. I'm gonna see here. I don't know. See how Gemini's feeling. How are you really feeling in this situation? Tell me how Gemini's feeling. How is Gemini feeling right now, Spirit, about this person, about the situation? Let's see what we get. I'm just curious now. How is Gemini feeling? So we have the Hermit coming out, King of Wands, the Death card, and on the bottom of the deck we have Judgment. So this really talks about you, taking the reins, moving forward, choosing a new life, a new direction. Yeah, I feel like you've learned from, the mistakes of the past maybe that you made. Still a little bit of reflection, again, a little bit of sadness, obviously, right? Leaving the situation behind to be on your own. And again, I feel like you're very, you're still very wounded here, Gemini, from this situation. So I would suggest to you, once you're out of this, to really spend some time, to yourself, let yourself heal, surround yourself with a good support system, um, to kind of, lift your spirits, I feel. And with this energy of the Hermit, the King of Wands, and the Death card, I feel like you're just going to do whatever you want here. So I feel like, the situation is done. I'm done with it. I've thought about it enough. I feel like this is possibly the person that you're dealing with here in the middle, the King of Wands here. And, I don't feel like the situation can transform or it's going to change. So I feel like deep down you know that here, Gemini. So I feel like for a lot of you, you are like, completely moving on. So I'm taking control of the situation and, trusting your instincts here in this situation. Um, so let's see how your person's feeling. How does this person feel about Gemini? How does this person feel about Gemini? Ace of Cups, King of Cups, more water energy. I'd be surprised if you're not dealing with a water sign here. Yeah. So I feel like this person is, possibly going to give you another outpouring of feelings, I feel. I feel like the person that you're dealing with, again, could be a water sign, doesn't have to be, but definitely I feel like this person has a lot of regret. We have the Five of Cups on the bottom, Ace of Cups, King of Cups. So again, I feel like you're having none of it. I feel like you've already made up your mind here, Gemini. So I don't know. Queen of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Three of Wands, Ten of Cups. Yeah, I feel like, you might be a little bit, you might be able to maybe deal with this person after the fact. And obviously if you have kids with this person, you're going to have no choice but to still deal with them. But yeah. So I do feel like, this person is regretful, but again, Gemini, I feel like you've already made up your mind. So you know, but you have free will, so you can change your mind. But anyway, that's what I've got for you, Gemini. I hope this message helped in some way, shape, or form. It does look like things you and this person are going your separate ways here, but again, I feel like this person may make another ditch effort to try and save this situation, save this relationship. But again, I feel like you've already made it clear that no, I'm out. I'm done. I don't want to keep doing this. So, again, though, you have free will, so you might change your mind. But anyway, guys, that's what I'm getting for you. I hope this message helped in some way, shape, or form. If it did resonate, if you could, hit that like button, that really just lets me know that it resonated for you. And again, I'd love to hear from you if this is your situation. So feel free to make a comment. I respond to all my comments. And anyway, I will hopefully see you guys again soon, and hang in there because this definitely looks, taxing emotionally, mentally, physically draining for sure. So, anywho, take care, and hopefully I'll see you guys again soon.